You are listening to the Dental C-Suite, the strategic alliance for independent dentists, covering the three pillars of practice success, people, profit, and patience from the Dental C-Suite. Here are your hosts.
Hello, everyone. We are back with the Dental C-Suite podcast. I am joined, as always, with Kyle Hamilton with the Dental Marketing Company and Jessica Beretti with Modern HR Solutions, and myself, Charlie, with Title Accounting. So this episode is kind of a recap of our first foray into podcasting and what I think we're going to call season 1.
I like it. Yep. Let's call that season 1.
Let's call that season 1. It was maybe a little bit all over the place, but I think that's how all podcasts start, is we just kind of figure it out as we go and see what we like,
Throw a whole bunch of stuff against the wall and see what starts sticking.
Exactly. And I think we got some pretty good ideas as to what was good, what was bad. I think we had some good feedback on the first episodes that we won't go into.
I think so, yeah. Very good feedback from very good friends and family who don't hold back. So
yeah,
that was helpful.
Exactly. So I think we grew from that point for sure. What were some highlights for you guys from season 1?
I was thinking when we started interviewing guests, that was really fun, it's one thing for us to be talking to each other and talking about the pain points that we see in clinics and that kind of thing, but I had a lot of fun interviewing our first actual guests, and I think that was the big highlight for me. What about you, Kyle?
I tend to agree. I mean, that was certainly my first thought as to what my highlights was talking to the guests, learning from the guests. But I think actually, the more I think about it, what the highlight for me has been is just what I've learned from the two of you as well, and stuff that I've learned from you on this podcast that I've been able to turn around and share to some of my clients. And the questions that they're approaching me with, or some of the issues that I'm seeing, aren't always marketing related. So, just being able to be at a bit of an outside perspective of, well, this issue is kind of marketing focused that you're approaching me with, but I think some of the things here might also be a little bit like accounting related. You might want to look at some of your numbers or I think there might be an underlying HR issue here. So being able to share the guidance that you've shared on the podcast and pass that along, and the learning all around is what I've been most appreciative of.
I would agree with that.
I'd echo that.
Yeah, I think it's also like, from my perspective, like to kind of piggyback on yours, Kyle, it's given me like different perspectives to look at the clinic from. Like when I do my analysis and I'm onboarding, I'm like, okay, you know what? I'll take a peek at the marketing and just, typically it wasn't something I was like, I don't do marketing. Like, that's its own thing. Yeah. I might see a low new patient number. We need to look at that. But now it's kind of like, you know what? I'll take a peek at the website and take a look at their forums and take a look at, what's on there and, say like, hey, maybe worth a thought of, taking a look at this, it could be maybe a little bit stronger or something like that. Yeah. So same thing with HR, just kind of giving those extra little insights, and not so much that I'm an expert in it, but just having that like, hey, I can actually maybe glaze over this from a high level and say, I think there's something to be maybe
totally
fixed there as well.
Yeah. And then the number of times something's popped up after we've just recorded an episode,
yes,
and the next day I'll be talking to a client and I'll be like, well, actually, just having this conversation with so and so and so and so, and exactly. I learned this, and totally, learned a lot from both of you. Absolutely.
Yeah. So, obviously another highlight for me was PDC and actually meeting Kyle. Jessica, I'll have to try and get out to Saskatchewan there sometime soon. So
next year, PDC.
Yes, next year PDC. There you go. So absolutely. But yeah, PDC I think was a highlight, and kind of getting to meet Kyle in person. We've talked virtually for hours now.
Yeah.
So I think that was another highlight, meeting you and realizing,
Yeah.
wow, you're a lot taller than me. I'm 6 foot and I'm a pretty tall guy, and I don't look up to a lot of people. So that was a highlight.
There's a lot of people who meet me who I've met online, and when they meet me for the first time, they go, "Oh, you're a lot taller in real life than you are on the screen."
Yeah, no, exactly. Absolutely.
And for those that are wondering, everybody thinks, like Charlie says he's 6 foot. I'm not over 6 foot. I'm only 5'18".
Yeah.
Well, actually, no, it was funny. I had a recent doctor checkup because for the longest time I've been like 5'11 and 3/4, which obviously you
Sure.
don't say. You just
Yes,
round up to 6
sure.
foot. But my most recent doctor visit, I'm actually like 5'11, like 0.44. So I can't even call myself 6 foot anymore. It's 5'11.
You can say you're 5'11 and a half.
Yeah, exactly. So, but that I feel like I'm stretching that then. It's like, well, you're just 5'11.
That's a little bit of a stretch, eh? Yeah.
So apparently I've started shrinking now, but didn't think that would happen that early. But apparently so.
Oh well.
You're aging, Charlie.
Exactly. What's the plans for the summer, Kyle? Any plans? Business,
well,
personal?
I'm just going to be ticking along with the business. Got a couple clients that I'm working with. They're not really taking a break for the summer, but they both mentioned that their practice certainly slows down over the summer as they're trying to take holidays. So I too am going to try and take some time off, go back to Saskatchewan, visit the family at the lake. And other than that,
Very
though,
nice.
I live in Fernie where everybody wants to come for their holidays. So why would I try and leave? This is my life. I chose here specifically because I finish work and I go do my fun things, which I would normally have to take holidays to go do. So yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Yourself?
Yeah, I got a few clients in the pipeline that we're hoping to sign here. When it's always good to onboard in the summer because, like you said, it's quieter for clinics.
Home season, yeah.
I remember that always being my project time. We'd have a 2-week closure in the summer, and we're doing renovations or overhauls or something. That was the time we did it because it was nice and quiet and not a whole lot of activity going on. So yeah, so hopefully we can do that and onboard them and spend the time getting them in, into the rhythm of things rather than in the middle of busy season and stuff like that. Because once that August 15th rolls around, everybody's in the back to school time and got to get the dental checkup and visit done and before school starts, and then obviously dies off again in September because nobody wants to do anything like that. But trying to do some vacations as well, probably just a few weekends here and there, but coaching my kids soccer this summer, both of them. So I'm at the soccer field from 5 to 7 basically every single night, and every weekend is games. So that is pretty much my summer until July 20th or something. And maybe try and get away for a few weekends. So what about you, Jess?
Yeah, I'm wrapping up with a few clients here, and then I'm gonna go away and have a baby.
Nice.
And
there you
try
go.
to raise a little human as best as I possibly can.
Do or do not. There is no try.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah. And we're pretty set on taking baby to see a Jays game in August. So that'll
good.
be our, other big plan. But yeah, that's my summer. That's it this
super
year.
exciting.
I guess baseball in August is pretty exciting because when does the postseason start? September?
Yeah, I mean, October
August is kind of
even
right?
more exciting.
Yeah.
But yes, absolutely. Yeah, August
you
ball
can probably tell I'm not a baseball fan. So.
No, but hey, August ball is great. September ball is great. October is even better. But we'll start with August ball.
Nice.
I won't get my hopes up too much for the Jays this year, but that's another conversation.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome. Welcome a human into the world. So
yeah, it's exciting. We're excited.
Awesome.
We're nervous.
You don't have to tell us, but have you done the whole gender reveal and pick the name and all of that stuff? No? Nice.
No, we've picked some names, but we've been good at keeping that quiet, and no one will know until baby arrives. And yeah, we don't know what baby's gonna be, so it's very exciting.
Awesome. We thought we knew everything. Like we knew the gender. We didn't share it, but we thought we had our name picked, and then baby was born, and we both went, I don't know. And our daughter was nameless for 3 days.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. We bounced back and forth between 3 of them, and we did end up coming back to the initial name that we had thought we had settled on, but there was a period there where it was like, I don't know if this is right now that we're holding her and looking at her and interacting with her, but I'm glad we kept the name.
Yeah.
That's funny. It's actually funny for
Oh, sorry, go ahead, Charlie.
Yeah, it was funny for me and my wife. We actually had our names picked out, honestly, even before we were married. And luckily, I was graced with a boy and a girl, so we got our names. And but when we had the second one, we could not agree on a girl name for the life of us. So it was like we either have to have a boy or we're just going to have a huge disagreement.
Yeah,
over secondary girl names.
And baby number 2 was a boy then?
Baby number 2 was a boy, and so we had our name picked out, and everything's good. Got my 2 kids, and that's it. That's all. So no more names to be had.
People have told us have 3 to 4 names for a boy and 3 to 4 names for a girl, and then you can when you see baby, then as you're saying, Kyle, you'll see what fits for for baby. So yeah,
absolutely. What were you gonna say there?
I'll keep you guys posted, and
sounds good.
You'll know when baby arrives. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, we'll have to catch up after that. And with season 2, when are we thinking we're gonna do season 2?
That's a good question. We should probably start it with like the whole back to school thing. Is my guess.
I think that's good. Let's do it in September when it slows down.
Yeah.
Because then our listeners can listen, because the clinic will be a little bit slower.
That sounds like a great plan.
Perfect. We'll be back with more conversations and more insights, and probably a few stories that didn't, things that didn't quite go to plan, and
absolutely. No, I think that all sounds good. So season 2, September, sometime. Mark it in your calendar. Send out notifications. But thank you for season 1, listeners, and we'll see you after the summer.
Yeah,
enjoy your summer, everyone.
Stay safe. Don't do anything that wouldn't turn into a podcast episode.
Love that. But if you do, send it our way. We'll make a podcast about it. Thanks, everyone.
You've been listening to the Dental C-Suite. For show notes or to ask a question to the board, visit www.thedentalcsuite.com.